Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Heward. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought for all season. A chance to win the conference title, and more importantly, punch that ticket to the Super Bowl.
There is so much. You can just feel it in this building. There is so much pomp and circumstance that comes with this game. And winning the conference title is a major achievement for a franchise, no question. But you and I both know this, Kate. This isn't the trophy they've spent all season thinking about. It's not the ultimate prize, but it is just a step on the way to what they've been focused on all season long. Only one of these two teams is going to take that step and get that shot for the biggest trophy of them all in this league, that Lombardi trophy.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose, and most importantly, you got to lead your men.
Completes downfield to Felton. Well, he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
First down. 24 yards.
And we'll play action here. It's McCarthy. Taken in by Felton, left side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. They're on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's completed right side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
It's a gain of 32.
A give to Mason.
First down, Vikings.
And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
18 more yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and goal.
Mason
4-yard line.
hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights.
Is good.
And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Lions nothing. Will Reichert.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
Okay, you know, this is one of those moments where you can just throw that undefeated record in pursuit of perfection right out the window. It really doesn't matter if they were 17-0 or 9-8 in the regular season. All that matters to him right now, right here, is playing for a spot in the Super Bowl, and it's his job to get him there.
That one's complete right side. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. We've set it down from 37.
37-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, you better be ready for some contact.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
4th down, pass coming. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line.
Lions.
And from Forget that was fourth down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. That gets them a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Gets him on the in route. And the Vikings have recovered.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also...
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Near disaster a moment ago, but this drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
They're going to try to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up their opening drive. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. Sheesh, you couldn't start any better.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. Keeps it moving. T.J. Hawkinson. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and goal.
Mason gets in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings break the tie here in the first. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Lions 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Blake Corum now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rocky's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. New set of downs for them from the 31. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Now run here with Blake Corum. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So the pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions trim the lead to 1. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions tie things up at 14. tying this game up. They're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He'll step up, there he goes. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Mason will try this one up the gut. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second
now
and
McCarthy.
6.
And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. We need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down.
3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy.
14.
Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. So 4th down on heads. Braden Mann for the punt. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Lions are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. All set to go now from the 35. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. He's quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuff in the run.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. Has room into the secondary. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Quick throw left side, complete. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The
Vikings offense back to the field now. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Drop play here, it's Mason. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
27-yard line.
Now it's McCarthy. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Going on third, McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47.
McCarthy looking to throw. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Another throw here for McCarthy. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down. It has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. Time coverage from the Lions, 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Brady Mann will kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Going from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Fits it through the middle. There it is, touchdown Detroit! The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Lions 28, Vikings 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
For Jordan Anderson, incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. Lions going to the dime look here on 3rd down. 6 DBs out there. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass caught by Gainwell. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. They could really use a good one here. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And they'll need to use the sideline and be conscious of the clock here, partner. No timeouts remaining as they try for points. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They're going to try and throw it here. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it again. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 23 on that one. And the Lions have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. Escapes out to the left. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. 2 more quarters to play here, and the Super Bowl matchup will be set. Let's take a look at what happened earlier this afternoon. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home to take on the Chiefs. And it's James Cook. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. And time for a look at how we got here, the playoff bracket in the AFC. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. Corum now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard
line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they hold him down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10.
1st down. Play action. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
They got 21 yards on the play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the Vikings' 26-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still second down.
Ready up!
They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Here we go!
Looking now from the gun. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
And the stop comes at the 15-yard line, so it gets them into the red zone. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
60!
From the red zone on first. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Let's go now! 19! Ready?
Pass play now. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this third down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And you couldn't do it on that one.
Throws caught. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
A gain of
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They're going to try to throw for it. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Kevin O'Connell getting his Vikings offense out for another drive. They're down 21 now after that last score, and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now!
Man in motion here. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. Escapes a defender. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 22. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
A gain of 22 yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Complete out to the right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. From the 4-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard
Motion man
line.
right is Jefferson. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Inside, this is into the hands of Felton. And that will not be enough for a first down. Time covered from the Lions, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
To the air on 3rd and long. Into traffic, complete! And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Corum now on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They'll throw to begin this drive. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
42. Vikings 17.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive. McCarthy hit. He lost the football. Going the other way. Lions have it. Buttoned up pretty well after that fumble. They are still going to take over in the red zone.
Yeah, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Let's go. Get up.
Back to throw. Brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Throwing on 3rd down. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead.
Vikings 17.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Vikings returning their offense and this running back to the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Vikings ball. We'll see if they can come up with something here and stave off elimination. 1st down from the 42. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Reeled in by Felton. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
A gain of 12
All set
yards.
now, 1st and 10.
And the Vikings 1st down. A gain of 12.
The option, Mason. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense This comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's fourth down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Desperation time here on fourth. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a fourth down gamble. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
It's second down.
We put a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds him over the middle. Has some room to work. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings will trail by 25. Here's Riker set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Airing it out to start this drive. Buys time, rolling right. Finds a man right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this up to around the 46. That's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on third down.
Get your money out. I put money down. I'm not like that. All my people now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll have the first down and even more. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep running away with this. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions continue adding on to that lead.
56, Vikings 24.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings and Ty Felton set for this next possession. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. New set of downs from 37.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Still on his feet. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Has his man. It's the Michigan rookie. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First down, Minnesota.
And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Vikings trying to do some window dressing. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another throw here for McCarthy. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd
and long for him here. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 3rd and 15. You don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they've found a way.
That's another.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And the Lions are there to bring him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and...
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. They are your NFC champions, Brock. What a mix of emotions out there right now, right? Happiness to have made it, but also remembering this isn't the ultimate prize. There's a far more important game still to come.
Yeah, and I think maybe they think about that tomorrow. Kind of like these baseball teams do such a great job, Kate, of celebrating every series win.
Yeah.
You're going to celebrate this, and these guys are going to enjoy the heck out of it with their families and friends, and then they'll wake up tomorrow, and they'll remember there's still a lot of work ahead for the biggest trophy of all.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.